Hello there. Wow. Perfect. Wonderful. Well done.
Okay.
What is up? Let me jump in here and make sure everything is good to go. It seems like it is. SMG Gamer in live chat. Hello, hello. Today we are jumping into, as if the title didn't give it away, the Vroom Vroom Racing Stream. It is indeed a Vroom Vroom Racing Stream here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe today. SMG Gamer says, I'll join after I do a few warm-ups. See, I don't have that luxury. I'm on camera. I'm just jumping right in. The warm-ups, they're public. And not that I really warm up, let's be fair. I mean, we've all seen how I perform in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There's really no warming up. In fact, I tend to do the opposite, I feel like. I feel like my first race tends to be, like, my best, because I'm, like, loose and not stressed out. And then, like, every race beyond that, I'm ending in, like, 10th place. I also see some, like, looking at YouTube Studio, I got some new buttons, it looks like. It looks like there's now a button where I can click to run an ad break, which is weird and new. I always just kind of assumed that those ran intermittently throughout the stream automatically, or maybe not at all, or maybe like when you were first loading into the stream. I'm not totally sure. I'm probably not going to click that button very frequently, if anything, it would be like if I ever take a break or like an intermission, I might run an ad break, but like it's kind of the extent of it, I think. All right. Alright, we're off to the races. We're off to the races in this Vroom Vroom Racing stream. Also, you know what I just thought about now, which is like totally nonsensical and stupid to even think about? Oh, crapola. Just send that. 10th place, ew. So, in Super Mario Odyssey, we, experienced New Donk City, which was supposed to be a play, like a Mushroom Kingdom play on New York City, right? So, in theory, New Donk City is like the canon Mario version of New York, in theory, right? But then in Mario Kart Tour, and now in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we have New York Minute, which implies that there is both New Donk City and New York City that is canon in the Mario-verse, I'll say. And then, of course, like the new Super Mario Brothers movie also, you know, takes place in legitimate New York City. So there's that as well. But I'm going to get wrecked by one of these people with all these turtle shells. Ooh. Get blasted. I'm just blasting people with these turtle shells now. Sentinel says, how long do bourbon hangovers last? Are bourbon hangovers any different than regular hangovers? No, you... Are you kidding me? I was in 4th place. I was literally, like, this close to being like, oh my god, guys. See, that's what I'm talking about. 4th place? That's the best I'm going to do all stream. And then I got snuck at the end there and ended in 10th. Snuck within inches of the finish line. How garbage. How garbage. Oh. I don't know. I'm just picking one now. I'm just pissed off. I'm just pissed off. But Sentinel, hello. Welcome to the stream. To answer your question, how long do bourbon hangovers last? I don't know. I don't drink bourbon. But I would suspect they don't last any longer than a regular, like a hangover of any other variety, right? I think when it comes to hangovers, and generally this is a general audience channel, so I don't typically discuss hangovers, but I will say, I think generally, when it comes to hangovers, I think it comes down to the quality, your personal hydration, first of all. So, like, drink some water. It'll flush out, like, the toxins and whatnot. But also, I think it comes down to the quality of the alcohol. So if it's like bottom shelf alcohol, you're more likely to have a crappy nauseating hangover because there's more like, it gets distilled less, which is why it costs less. But it's also like you have like particles of not literal crap, but just like not great stuff in it. So I forget what the actual word is. Not imperfections, but like there's a word for it. In my head, my mind goes to like the term floaties. There are floaties in your liquor. But it's not floaties. It's just like particles of things from whatever was distilled to make the alcohol that you're drinking. Yeah. SMG Gamer in live chat says, I mean, New York Minute and New Donk City might be the same. I don't know. Not into Mario lore. That's fair. Well, I mean, so New York Minute is, like, blatantly... I mean, it's obviously blatantly based on the real-life New York City. And New Donk City, I mean, we kind of assumed was the same thing, right? But... because it was very much, like, the design of it was very much inspired by New York. But maybe it's not, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they both can technically exist. Mario-branded lookalike and the actual New York City thing. And maybe they can both exist simultaneously. And it not be as complicated as I'm making it seem. Or maybe New York City is not actually canon. Maybe the Super Mario Brothers movie and the New York Minute racetrack, they're not actually canon Mario. Maybe that's... I'm also admittedly not really up on what is considered canon and what is not considered canon in Mario lore. No! I could have done better. I could have been like 5th or 6th, but I hit somebody at the last second and didn't make it across the finish line before him. I didn't expect them to just like slam on the brakes like that. Well, they didn't slam on the brakes. They got hit by things. But you know what I'm saying. I didn't expect them to just stop abruptly like that. I'm going to pop out this chat quick. Oh, no, I didn't get to vote. I didn't get to vote. Peach Gardens. That's the one. That's the one. I feel like I'm going to live to regret this decision to pop this out. That's better. Okay. That might be crazy enough to work. Because YouTube Studio has a weird way of displaying, my chat now that hides the bottom, or not, sorry, yeah, why did I just do that? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I gotta pay attention. I'm surprised I didn't... Was this the random course? I wasn't paying attention to which course got selected. This one definitely wasn't one of the ones that was selectable, right? I think this must have been random, because I really like this course, and I feel like I would have totally voted for it had it been, like, a legitimate option. What a jerk! Get out of here, Yoshi. Get out of here. Let's start this drift early. There's a gnarly-sized gnat flying around my head. I don't know why... I don't know why gnats always seem to make it into my studio somehow. Like, I'm just here trying to mind my own business. There's nothing around that would attract a gnat. There's no, like, fruit laying out. No overripe fruit or anything. Just trying to chill here and play some Mario Kart. And this gnat be coming at me, trying to harsh my vibe. It sees that I'm in... It's like, let me just buzz right through your face. Let me distract you real quick. Because I'm a gnat, and I serve no purpose other than just to distract people. And be annoying. I'm like a mosquito, except I won't bite you. Probably. Okay, now this is just getting inappropriate now. Okay, now I gotta rush away and hope I don't get snagged by this guy with the superstar power up. Ah, no! No! I reject! Yes! Where am I? 5th? Okay, good. They tried to rob me. They tried to push me back down to 7th, but I snuck through. I survived, I prevailed, we're good. Sentinel says, Mario Kart 8's SNES Rainbow Road soundtrack is my favorite. Gets me so pumped every time. Yeah, that's one of my favorite courses. That's what I'm saying. I don't know I would have not voted for that one if that was actually on the board. Sunset Wilds, if I recall correctly, this one kind of wasn't great, but I'm gonna give it another chance. Everybody else is voting for it too, so it can't be that bad, I guess. Where's this gnat at? Can I crush this? It disappears while on the matchmaking screen, and then it just shows up. It rears its ugly head as soon as I'm trying to focus on something. I'm gonna get it. It's just one. It's like gnarly size too. Like, it's been living in here. It's been living in the shadows in here for a minute, feeding off of... I don't know what they eat. I thought they eat fruit, but there's no fruit here. There's not even food here. Maybe it drank some of my Red Bull and now it's jacked up. I don't know. It like accelerated its growth by drinking Red Bull. Red Bull gave this gnat wings. Okay, wait. No, this isn't the map that I was thinking of. I don't think, at least. Because this is kind of fun. Yeah, no, this definitely is not... I don't remember how I reviewed this map, but it's definitely not as dumb as I thought it was going to be. There was another one that was, like, ported from the Game Boy Advance, I think, that I'm thinking of. It wasn't... I don't think it was in the most recent wave. It might have been in the second to last wave that we got. Of the Booster Course Pass, but... Get out of here. Get out of here. Not today. How is that dude still going so fast all the way over there? Yes! Get riggedy wrecked, son! I don't like you going so fast where you're not supposed to be able to go fast. You saw me with that boomerang doing damage. Felt you had to smite me with lightning. This gnat, dude. Hopefully you guys can't see it, because it's annoying me. It's probably too small to be seen in my webcam footage. But it just keeps dipping in front of the screen. No. You jerk. I hate me a bullet bill, let me tell you what. Ooh! Dude, I feel like there's been something deadly coming up behind me for like 10 minutes straight now. Something evil this way comes, and it just never stops. Ooh, where did I finish? Oh, 6th. That wasn't even good. I thought that last boost at the end there got me somewhere good, but it just got me into the running. Sentinel says, yeah, Sunset Wilds also slaps. Yeah, that was fun, actually. I take my comment before back. I thought that was a different Game Boy Advance inspired course. Oh, for sure, we're going squeaky clean sprint. That guy is wrong. That person is also wrong. 4 people, including myself, that are voting for squeaky clean sprint. We are correct. No, those 2 are wrong. Incorrect. You voted wrong, and you should feel wrong. That's what I'm saying. Now, where's this gnat at? This gnat disappears. As soon as I have a chance that I might be able to get rid of it, it vanishes. SMG Gamer says, let's hope Wave 6 they could fix Sunset Wilds. Wait, why? What's wrong with Sunset Wilds? I just played it. It seemed fine to me. Sentinel says it's a little hard, though, because it feels slippery. What feels slippery? Sunset Wilds? Or, Squeaky Clean Sprint? SMG Gamer says, oh, sun doesn't set. Oh, the sun is supposed to set? I mean, like, that sounds like a stupid question because it's called Sunset Wilds, but, like, I've never raced that course before Switch, so I don't actually know if it's supposed to set. Come on. There we go. I was gonna say, the two of the scrubs that chose the wrong course left, so let's get the one we all want to play. Wow, there are a lot of people from France in here. 4 from France. Maybe they're all playing together? I don't know. Since Sentinel says, Sunset Wilds is supposed to have the sun set lower with each lap. Apparently has something to do with the game's light box. The game engine light box. So they didn't mess with it. Oh, that sucks. That'd be cool if it set like that. Well, the way you're describing it's supposed to. I mean, I understand, you know. It sounds like it's a logical decision to not mess with it. But also, like, I don't know. Like, the course itself is fine. And I feel like most people, including myself, would never know that the sun is supposed to set. But I would definitely say, like, adding that level of detail would definitely make it a little bit cooler. I'd go that far. I wouldn't say it's essential, but I think it'd be definitely cool. Okay. Who is the jerk with the piranha plant? Pinku? Oh my god. They aimed for Pinku and they clapped me instead. Well, maybe they didn't aim at all. Maybe they just didn't care and they just threw it at anybody they could hit. I freaking love these these new courses they came up with, or they come up with for every wave of the booster course pass. They're always so fun. There was one that was kind of mid, but the Christmas one, Merry Mountain, that one was alright. It was fun because it launched at Christmas time, and that made it that much more fun. But every time of the year outside of, like, the holiday season, it's alright. Skirt! But then there was another one, too, that was mad decent. But, like, the Ninja Hideaway was freaking dope. This one I love. The candy-themed one. The candy-themed one was alright. The one that's, like, floating in the sky, and you're jumping from, like, wafer to wafer or something like that. I think it was candy-themed. Or, like, pantry-themed or something of that nature. It was alright. It wasn't anything special. Especially in comparison. Like, this one's super cool. I love this course. Just the design of it and everything. Crap. Wow, I blew that hard. Ugh, 8th. Terrible. I was in 6th and I blew it. SMG Gamer said, or maybe they forgot to check it. They forgot to check. Oh, the Sunset Wilds. I don't know. I don't know what the dealio is on that. So I loved Music Park. These two. These two are tricky. I'm gonna go Toad Circuit. I'm gonna place my vote for Toad Circuit. SMG Gamer says Twitter was mad about that. What, the Sunset Wilds, the sun not setting? Man, Twitter's mad about everything. I don't put stock in that. People get weirdly mad about so much kind of nonsensical stuff. I mean, I get it. I get, like, acknowledging it. I understand that it's like... But I feel like most people that are mad about it or, like, talking about it, most of them are just trying to flex their, like, I played the original, and, it's supposed to set. The sun is supposed to set. What the heck, Nintendo? You're really shooting yourself in the foot. It's like, it's not that serious. Calm down. It's not that serious, and nobody cares that you played the original. So did, like, probably 500,000 people. So, like, who cares? Oh, Sentinel is in here. I like how, and this is not to say that this is a, you know, I'm making a general statement here, but I like how everybody seems like they're using their real names or, like, some kind of username, and then there's, like, another American guy who's named D's Nuts. Like, wow. You did it. Grats. I mean, you got me to mention it on a stream, so there's that, but, like, congratulations. You're the biggest 12-year-old on the racetrack today. Not even. I feel like that's even too... That might be even too juvenile for a 12-year-old. Nah, it's probably it's probably the perfect amount of juvenile for a 12-year-old. I don't know. So if D's Nuts really is 12, then, like, congrats. You're fine. You're fine. You'll grow out of that. Hopefully. I feel like some people don't grow out of that mentality, so maybe I should take that back. But I'm in second place, guys. It's not going to last. I'm going to get snuffed by something real soon. I just feel it in my bones, but... Or I'm just going to completely ruin it myself. Ooh. I guess I can't be mad that I ran off the road, since running off the road is the only thing that saved my life. Wild Violet in live chat, hello! Can't see nothing. Crap. It's not even good. Remember, like, a lap ago when I was in second place and I was talking about how I was in second place? I'm in 6th now. Oh, nope. Make that 12th. Bullet Bill's coming by. Make that last place. That feels kind of like a waste. Had the superstar power up while in flight. Crap. Never forget that moment that I was in second place, though. Never forget. Love to see it. Wild says, nice to see you. Bye, John. Oh, sorry, I'm not coming on. Very busy, but we'll be back soon. Okay, that works. Sendel says, speaking of Music Park, I'm going to get back into my 3DS this year since online support ends in April. True, true. Sky High Sunday, that's the one that I was talking about earlier. It's not candy themed, it's ice cream themed. An SMG Gamer says, Twitter's mad at everything, but that one had a meaning behind it. It had a very strong meaning behind it. Oh, the sunsetting? Or the... What was the meaning behind? What was the deal? What was the story about that? And Sendel says, love this track, Purple Drift Mania. I'm assuming you were referencing the last one. What are the odds that we're going back to Sunset Wilds? We didn't even stop talking about Sunset Wilds since the last time we raced on Sunset Wilds. And now we're back in Sunset Wilds again. Give me Animal Crossing, man. That's my favorite. Alright, give me something here. Let's go. Okay, thank you. Ran me off the road, DK. I won't forget that. Donkey clown. Let's go. I'm gonna get you, donkey. Oh, you're lucky that Shy Guy took the bullet for you, donkey. Oh, Donkey Kong is D's nuts. Yep, that makes sense. It all adds up. Oh, Donkey. Donkey. Oh, Mr. Stud is also Donkey. Okay, you want to play those games? Donkey? You want to play Fireball games? Donkey? I'll throw them right back. I don't care. I got nothing to lose, boyo. And then we get to blasting. Crap. Donkey. Again, always being chased by miscellaneous dangers. Ah! That sucked. I was in had a really great thing to... and a really bad area that didn't really benefit me as much as it could have. Oh my god, I almost got clipped by that bullet bill, but who cares, because I got clipped by the green shell anyway. Come on, not last place. Anything but last place. Come on. Nope. Last place. The results are in. The race is over, and you technically crossed the finish line, but not in time to succeed. SMG Gamers is third, I'll take it. Yeah, must be nice. Must be nice. I got obliterated. Let's see here. What we got? I'm not super stoked about any of these. I'm gonna go random. I would really like an Animal Crossing. Of course. SMG Gamer says my boomerang suddenly disappeared. I definitely saw a boomerang fly past me at some point during that race. Probably early on before I was all the way at the end. Alright, let's do it. Oh good, D's nuts is gone. Thank God. There are still 2 Donkey Kongs, though. Come on, today. Start the race. Ah, I knew that was going to happen eventually. Jeez, Pinku almost just flew off a cliff. I love the roller coastery vibes of that pier back there. Get wrecked. Try to hit me with your freaking piranha plant. I'll hit you back, boy. I'll hit you back. Ooh. That was real close. I just passed SMG Gamer. Don't worry, he'll beat me in the end. What? Oh God, where am I going? Oh Lord, I saw the big red arrows and I was like, that must be where I'm going. So I drove directly into them rather than following their directions. Oh my God, dude. Get me out of this. This race is over. Get me out of here. What's embarrassing is, like, you can race, like, a flawless race and, like, not be terrible at driving, but still end up in, like, last place. Or you can drive terribly, like, off the road, bouncing off of freaking everything, and still end up in, like, only, like, 6th or something less terrible. I feel like in races where I feel like I'm doing pretty well, typically those are the ones that I come in, like, dead last. And then where I feel like I'm not doing well, that's when I get snuffed, or that's when I somehow place higher. Yeah, so that one I'm not opposed to. The Vancouver track is not too bad. Sentinel came in first place. Oh, Sentinel says in live chat too. Second dub so far. Nice, nice. So at least my live chat is good. Oh, Ninja Hideaway, yes. At least the people in my live chat are good. We had Sentinel in first, and we had SMG Gamer in second, and then we had me in, like, 6th. Because I'm also so good. I feel like as long as my community is pretty decent at these games, it doesn't matter if I suck, right? That's how that works. Or maybe I'll get better over time. I mean, it hasn't happened yet. But maybe you guys will rub off on me and I'll be better. I'll become better by playing alongside you guys. Sentinel says, I will die on this hill. That Ninja Hideaway is garbage. The 90-degree turns. Really? I don't know. I love the design of Ninja Hideaway, though. I guess that's where I come from with designs. Or with courses. I like courses that are designed cool. Like, I feel like the LA, whatever one is based on Los Angeles. Like, I feel like that one, it's from Tour. It's literally like Los Angeles Laps or something like that. Something kind of corny. I feel like that one sucks. Because, like, it's just, like, the most boring thing ever. You could literally copy and paste the course into literally any city. The only thing that's even remotely Los Angeles about it is if you look in the background, like, off to the side of the courses, you see things. Like, it doesn't incorporate anything. Like, the Vancouver one, you're going through ice rinks and stuff like that, and it's cool. And this London one, same thing. Oh, wait, this is London Laps, right? So I don't know what Los Angeles is. Maybe they're both Los Angeles Laps and London Laps. I don't know. But my point is, I feel like you could literally copy and paste that course into, like, any decorative, you know, put any decorative, like, city decorations around it, and it would work fine. Like, it doesn't feel like the course is tailored to be like Los Angeles. It's just a course with, like, a Los Angeles skin on it. And even so, it's, like, not great. Like, most of the, like, this, like, I was, like, thinking, like, oh, this would be cool if in the Los Angeles course you're, like, cutting through, like, movie sets and stuff like that, like Hollywood and things like that. That would have been cool. But it's kind of not like that at all. You're just driving around the street, and then at, like, you end up on, like, Santa Monica Pier at some point. Like, at the end of the race. Which is, like, could be any boardwalk in any beach town ever. I see SMG Gamer. I don't think I'm going to catch up. How did that not hit you, dude? We all saw that. It, like, stuck to... Oh, no. No! No! It, like, stuck to the back of SMG Gamer and then just didn't clobber him. Never forget, I was in 3rd place for a second there. Now I'm in 7th. Literally a second goes by, and now I'm going to end in last. Rest in peace. SMG Gamer says first. That's because my turtle shell didn't work. I watched it. I watched it hit you. And it just kind of trailed you and then disappeared. Vanished into thin air. I call nonsense. I call malarkey. It's fine. It's fine. If anybody's going to win, I'm glad it was you. But I did hit you. I hit you with that turtle shell. Nothing happened. At least not on my screen. Alright. Yes. 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 That's like the most infuriating thing about Mario Kart, though. Is just like, you can be doing so well. You could be doing so well. And then just get clipped at the end. And you drop from 3rd to 10th. I think I dropped to 8th, so I didn't go all the way to 10th. But it was not a good finishing place. Not that it ever is with me, but, you know. Oh, boy. Alright, what do we got? Okay. We're going Rainbow Road. Let's do it. I'm just seeing Annie and Annie down there. Copy and pasted profiles. Sendal says Mario Kart 8 online players are sadists. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. But some people are, like, really good. That's the thing. Like, you two, Sentinel and SMG Gamer, like, you guys are doing really, really well. Like, consistently well. And that's confusing to me. Maybe if at some point you get so far ahead that nobody can catch up to you, then you're golden. Maybe that's the strategy. I don't really know. But I feel like anytime I've been in any position other than, like, first, I feel like I'm in constant threat, and I only ever hang on to that for, like, half a second. I don't like this. I love the music, but I regret picking this one because there are so many walls I feel like I could just fall off of. No! No! There are so many cliffs. I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die like this. Drifting off into deep space. Crap. Oh, yeah. I forgot that that's okay to fall through there. Sort of. I'm lost, guys. Yeah, send that to whoever's in first place, because I don't even know where they are at this point. Go get them, Blue Shell. They're like 3 miles ahead of everybody. Yeah, like how? Like, that's what I want to... I don't understand how I'm in second place and the person in first place is like 10 miles ahead. No. No, Sentinel, no. Bad. No, 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 no! 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 Let me see. Was in second oh, at least I finished fourth. Oh my god, dude. I was in second place that entire race. Sentinel whizzed past me at the last second there, and then everybody whizzed past me. Well, at least that was my best performance, I think, so far. I got obliterated at the end there, but... Ugh. Ugh. Wild Violet says, I can join. Should I join? Yes, you should. And I missed this. Yeah, I mean, for sure you should join. Why would you not join? Join right now. We the sadists of Mario Kart 8 online. Join the sadist cult. Wait, Sentinel says, I want to give y'all both props for not being NPCs and succumbing to the Yoshi teddy bear meta. I don't even know what that is, so... yeah. The Yoshi teddy bear meta? What does that mean? Say more. Explain yourself. Alright, Sunshine Airport is also a course here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that I really, really enjoy. Alright, here we go. Gonna throw that green shell out there. By the way, I just want to go on record. I did hit somebody, one of you, I think it was Sentinel. I did hit you with a green shell in that last course. But you had a red shell on you, and it just took the bullet for you. But I just wanted to go on record and say, like, I did hit you. Not that it would have changed the outcome of the race necessarily or anything like that, or that you didn't deserve your position. I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty proud of myself that I hit somebody, like, actually aimed and successfully hit somebody with a green shell. It's rare that I can accomplish that, so just want to pat myself on the back a little bit, toot my own horn a little bit there. It's rare I get to toot my own horn. Why is everybody just faster than me? This is nonsense. I'm just like driving, maximum speed, pedal to the metal, and people are just like, bye, dummy, and whipping past me. Wild Violet, I don't know if you're still in chat or if you're actually in the game and can't respond or what the deal is. But I know you, I don't know how much you watch it, but I know you watch WWE to some extent. Are you watching WWE Fastlane tonight? And what are your thoughts? I'd love to know. I think Wild Violet is the only person in my Discord that, at least, I don't know how frequently she watches WWE, but has discussed WWE things in the past. I just got done saying how much I like this course, and now I'm just being the worst. Just absolutely getting wrecked. Oh, the gnat is back. No, no. No. Okay. I feel like I was just doing really good for like a solid stint there, and then I looked down and realized I was still only in 10th place. Like... Ooh, did I get 9th? Ooh, baby. Snuck ahead into 9th. Sorry, DW. Wild Violet says, sadly, I can't watch events. They cost money, and I'm excited for the YouTube clips. That's fair. How do you feel about Matt Riddle's release? Oh, yeah, you're in the UK, too. I don't know what that looks like in regards to... Ooh, obviously, N64. I don't know what that looks like in regards to, like, the WWE Network or whatever. So we get Peacock, and it's, like, $5 a month or something like that. So it's not terrible. But I don't know what it looks like internationally with the pay-per-views. How do I feel about Matt Riddle's release? I'm kind of disappointed. I was never a huge Matt Riddle fan or anything. I kind of liked it when he kicked off his, like, his flip-flops and the stupid rainbow animals would fly out. I think that's fun. But I'm not gonna lie, I got really, I got attached to him only when he was part of RK Bro. And I was really just waiting for the day. I was biding my time. I didn't care about him when he was alone, before or after Randy Orton. But, like, I dug him as RK Bro. And then, yeah, Wild Vibes as him and Randy Orton were an amazing team. Exactly. And then, like, I was just waiting for Randy to come back. Hey, Randy. Like, it was just such a stupid character. But I was waiting for him to come back so I could enjoy Riddle again. And apparently that's... I mean, eventually Randy Orton's going to come back, but Riddle won't be there to... You know, won't be there waiting for him, I guess. But I'm sure Riddle will be one that gets gobbled up by AEW, right? I mean, I feel like Riddle had enough of a following that he won't end up, you know, on some lesser promotion. He'll probably end up on AEW. Edge ended up on AEW now. And then Jade Cargill is coming from AEW to WWE. It's such a pissing contest between AEW and WWE at this point. Somebody gets released from one and ends up on the other. Somebody's contract expires, speculation begins, and next thing you know, they're on the other. Like, it's kind of lame, to be honest. It's kind of fun to see, like, oh man, like, just the potential of, like, oh crap. Any wrestler from, like, AEW might someday end up on WWE and vice versa. That's kind of a fun prospect to think about, but at the same time, it's like... I kind of wish that wasn't like it had to be some kind of weird, malicious, underhanded business transaction to make that happen. I would rather they just cooperated and let their superstars or their wrestlers go between the two brands. I think that would be kind of cooler, but whatever. CM Punk might come back to AEW saying... Yeah, I was seeing that. I don't know. I never really cared about CM Punk, so I could go either way. And I've heard lots of bad things about CM Punk. Like, he's not a great dude. Like, he's just kind of a, I don't know, jerk. But I also, like, it's hard with, like, kayfabe. I'm not sure what is legitimate and what is just, like, playing characters. Like, I know I was reading something a little while ago about how terrible he was based on, like, Seth Rollins was saying something about him. I just came in second place, guys. I just came in second place. That's the best I'm ever going to do on any live stream ever. So just take that in. Take that second place. I mean, I lost to Sentinel. Still. Sentinel, I don't think Sentinel's lost a race this entire stream. Let me see. Joshua, hello, welcome. Says, hi, I am a new subscriber. Thank you so much, and welcome. Welcome to the stream. Right now we're talking a little bit of WWE since the pay-per-views tonight. Playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm gonna go with Waluigi Stadium. That's my vote. Wild Violet says, the thing is Shawn Michaels did so many bad things in the past and they forgave him, and Matt Riddle is just released. Did Matt Riddle do something wrong, or was he just released? Sentinel says, remember everybody used to be Waluigi in the Wiggler bike. Ever since the update of Birdo, Yoshi in the teddy bear car is the current meta. Oh, okay. Whatever. Joshua says, I am a fan of the WWE. Sweet. So we're starting up a conversation now. We got some people in here that know WWE. What do you think of the pay-per-view tonight? Are you watching the pay-per-view tonight? Fastlane? Wild Violet says, I loved AJ Lee. I barely remember AJ Lee, quite frankly. Like, I know AJ Lee, but I barely remember. Seth Rollins. See, I got a problem with Seth Rollins. And my problem with Seth Rollins is I loved him as part of the Shield. I loved him as, like, even the Messiah, the weird cult leader character he did, was pretty good. But I feel like he just, like, raids his wife's closet too much now. Like, he just wears Becky Lynch's clothes too much. He's so overboard with his outfits, his ring attire. It's too much sometimes. And those stupid cartoon boots he wore for a minute because they were trending online, it was kind of funny, but at the same time, it's like, what are you doing, man? I don't know. That's just my thing. I liked him when he was, like, a serious kind of, like, character as part of the Shield. I just drove right off a cliff. But then again, I can't really... So, admittedly, I'm a massive John Cena fan, so I can't really say, like... John Cena is, like, the most cliche you can get. You know what I mean? So it's hard to belittle what anybody else decides to wear or any other character when you're a fan of, like, the most basic character that has ever existed and continues to exist in the exact same way, you know, 25 years later or whatever. But, I mean, I'm also just a big John Cena fan in general, not just in wrestling, because he's just, like, a really great guy. Like, with all those Make-A-Wish wishes, like... He has, like, the world record for the most wishes granted with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and, like, I like him as an actor. I think he's a funny dude. Like, just all around, he just seems like a great guy. And so it's not just, like, you know, cliche wrestler fan, but, Ooh, Wild Violet, those are fighting words. I just read in the bottom there that you don't like Becky Lynch. That is a hot take, and I gotta disagree with you. I mean, I don't disagree that you don't like her, but I just, like, it's a wrong opinion to have. Becky Lynch is the man, okay? Joshua says, I am going to watch Fastlane. I don't know if I read that message already, but what are you most excited for with Fastlane tonight? I'm getting wrecked in this course right now. Okay, Finn Balor, he's one of my favorite stars. Okay, so I loved Finn Balor as well. How do you feel about the Judgment Day? I don't know how to feel about the Judgment Day because I love Rhea Ripley. Love Rhea Ripley. And I love Damian Priest. And I love Finn Balor. But I don't like what they're doing with them. First of all, Dominic Mysterio, just get him out. He's like, people are like, oh, he's a great heel because everybody loves it or hates him. And it's like, yeah, like, everybody hates him, but not because, like, he's doing a good job playing his part, but just because his character is so dumb, he's so bad at acting, and, like, his entire script, his entire storyline has always been, like, other people cheating for him. And it's the same thing with the entirety of the Judgment Day. It's just, like, it's just constantly, like, the same stupid stuff. Like, I'm just so fed up with the same exact, like, match outcome every time. Like, it pisses me off every time a referee in a WWE ring gets distracted or gets knocked out during a match, and you know they're just like, oh, he pinned him, but they didn't see it. The ref didn't. Like, I just want to turn it off as soon as that happens. Like, please, WWE, be more creative than that. That is so stupid. Like, once or twice, okay, I can get it. But, like, when you're watching a pay-per-view and 5 of the 7 matches end with the referee, like, some kind of cheating happening, like, that's not even fun to watch, dude. It's not even fun to watch. It's either, like, your favorite wrestler is cheating, and it's like, wow, that's not fun. I don't even really like him anymore, or her anymore. That was stupid. Or it's the opposite, and your favorite wrestler is losing because the other person cheats. And it's like, that's not fun to watch either. It's just stupid. It's like, how far do we have to suspend disbelief that it's like, oh yeah, there's just like, there are cameras and everything, he's blatantly cheating, everybody, we see that he's cheating, but oh, the officials don't see him cheating. Like, that's dumb. That's super dumb. But that's just my opinion. I'm tired of, like, the cheating in every match. Just, like, can we have one solid match where, like, they just slug it out, it goes for 45 minutes, everybody chants, this is awesome, and, like, that's just what it is, because it's a good match? Do we have to have every match end in somebody cheating? Like, dumb, dude. And referees getting knocked out or not looking. Oh, yeah, it's back turned, and they raked his eyes. Like, shut up, dude. I don't care. It makes me want to turn it off every time. And that's what I feel like with Dominic Mysterio. I feel like Dominic Mysterio is a crappy character. And, like, not in, like, a, oh, yeah, everybody hates him, so he's a good heel kind of way. Because, like, there are heels. Like Roman Reigns is a good heel. Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley. Those are, like, pretty much the entirety of the Judgment Day are good heels. Except Dominic Mysterio, he's just not good. Period. It's not that I hate him. It's like, when I see him come on, it's like, this is about to be so dumb. Whatever is about to happen is going to be so dumb that it's like, I think it's time to go to take a bathroom break or like go get snacks or something because I don't even care enough to watch this match. And it happens every time, 100% of the time. Like, I was really hopeful that, like, the whole thing with NXT these past couple of weeks where he lost the title and Rhea Ripley was like, if you don't come home with the title, don't come home at all. I was really hopeful that was, like, the beginning of Dominic Mysterio kind of, like, dropping down to NXT and being on his own, and Rhea Ripley and the rest of the Judgment Day kind of going off on their own thing without him, and him having time to, like, develop as a character and, like, try something new. I was really hopeful that that was, like, the beginning of that, but obviously it's not, and we have to deal with that a little bit longer, but I don't know. Maybe you guys, let me know, what do you guys think about Dominic Mysterio? I'm ranting about it in a negative fashion, but maybe you guys think he's okay, or, like, he definitely gets a crowd reaction, like, when he's booed out of the arena every single time he opens his mouth. Like, that's funny, but, like, that's kind of it. That's, like, the only thing that, in my mind, is got going for him. Wild Violet says, me and John thinking the same. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Joshua says, I think Dom needs a different character in the WWE. Yeah, I think so, too. I think he just... It's just not working. I mean, it's working, I guess. Like, people are booing him, which is the goal. But it's just so annoying and stupid. Like, it's such a stupid character. Wild Violet says, I did so bad. Yeah, I didn't do great either. Dom and Rhea, though. Yeah, it's just so stupid. I hate it. I hate it, dude. I think they're... Honestly, I'll be honest. Like, I think it was Monday Night Raw this past week. It almost made it seem like they were going to play up, like... And maybe they will, I don't know. But they made it seem like it was going to be some kind of cheating angle. With Rhea Ripley and JD McDonough. Honestly, like, that's, like, they were, I don't know, they were, like, looking at each other and they're just, like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like they're on the same page and they're doing some backhanded stuff. And I feel like that would almost be, like, a logical angle to play. And at some point, I imagine that's going to happen. Because Rhea Ripley is Rhea Ripley, and Dom is stupid in general. Stupid character. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's the kind of thing. I feel like it would make sense at some point where she's just like, I never loved you. Like, you're always an idiot. You only ever held that title because I gave it to you and blah, blah, blah. And I feel like there's going to be some kind of turn at some point where she stabs him in the back. And that would just make logical sense. But it's kind of predictable also. But I feel like the cheating with JD McDonough or some kind of storyline like that would be interesting enough that it wouldn't be so stupidly predictable. I don't know. SMG Gamer says, I did not see where bro was, so I threw a bomb. I'm like struggling to stay on the road. Such a long message. It's not even a long message, but I'm still struggling. I thought when he wrestles his first match in the WWE, it should have been NXT. Yeah, well, it's another situation like Charlotte Flair, where he has a famous last name. He holds the Mysterio name, so he just kind of does what he wants. Which is like, I don't know. Does anybody care about Charlotte Flair anymore either? I get kind of bummed out when she's on screen. Okay, also, can we talk about NXT for a second? Because why are all the main roster superstars going down to NXT all of a sudden? It's like there are so many people, like talented up-and-comers, that are just like not getting their flowers or not getting TV time because like Becky Lynch is down there now. And now Asuka's going down there and challenging people. And now Roman Reigns, John Cena's going to be in one corner and Paul Heyman's going to be in the other person's corner. And it's like, why is this happening? Are they trying to gas up the numbers for NXT? That's what I assume is the case. They're just trying to juice the numbers. But at the same time, like, you got people who are, like, deserve screen time and aren't getting screen time because now all of a sudden you're deciding to bring all of the main roster superstars down to NXT. And it was like, I don't know. Dominic Mysterio definitely has to spend. I think definitely needs to spend some time down in NXT because he's just not good on the microphone. He's not good on the mic. He can't cut a promo, and I mean now he can't cut a promo because he opens his mouth and the fans boo him. So there's that. But like, I feel like he needs to do one of those things where he just disappears for a minute, and then he comes back, and it's like Dominic Mysterio coming back next week on NXT or whatever with a new character, like a completely new character, put this all behind him. Because I just don't think, like, how long is this going to last? How long can this character possibly last in such a stupid capacity where nobody likes him and he sucks at talking and he gets booed out of the, arena every night? I don't know. Okay, Wild Violet's going to give me some unpopular opinions and I'm not going to like it. Here we go. This is what I hate about Becky Lynch. Already wrong. You're wrong already, but I'll humor it. She didn't need the NXT championship, but because she is Becky Lynch, she gets what she wants, and it's annoying to me. It made no sense. Okay, so you're right, but also she never held the NXT championship before. I don't feel like that's super weird because in order to be a Grand Slam champion, she needed that. I feel like she should drop it soon, though. I don't think she should hold it for that long. But I also feel like I was saying, I don't know why they're bringing back all the main roster superstars down to NXT. I think it is because they merged with UFC now, like as a company, and they're trying to bump up the numbers on NXT. I think NXT doesn't do the same numbers that like SmackDown and Raw do. So I'm assuming that that's probably what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the same kind of viewership, or at least juice up the viewership for NXT by bringing these big recognizable titles down. And at the same time, they probably just saw it as an opportunity because they are boasting Becky Lynch as one of the greatest women superstars of all time, and I think she deserves that. Because she's not like Charlotte Flair, who is like, you made it here. Like, yeah, you've done some good stuff since you've been here, but you only made it here because your last name is Flair. You know what I mean? Becky Lynch is one of those that were just like, I would say up there with Sasha Banks before she left, where I feel like they were the horsewomen of, WWE or whatever they call them. But, like, I genuinely feel like they were some of the greatest legitimate female superstars of this era and therefore of all time, since this is the first real era where female superstars are actually allowed to really compete in a meaningful way. I don't know. I'm not mad that she's down there. I hope it doesn't last too long. Because like I said, every match that she's defending her title down there is another match that a new up-and-comer could be holding the title. Not necessarily Tiffany Stratton, I'm not a fan. But, like, that's an opportunity that's, like, being taken away from another up-and-comer, which is what NXT is supposed to be about. You know what I mean? Like, so I definitely understand where you're coming from. But I don't really blame Becky Lynch for that. I blame WWE decision-making and WWE creative for that decision. I'm in last place right now. I just got wrecked. I was doing so well for most of this race, and now I just got wrecked for this final lap. Come on, get over the line. Not 12th. Yes, not 12th. I boosted into 11th. Bada bing, bada boom. We are killing it. Oh, boy. But, yeah, I don't know. So, being a big John Cena fan, this is what I want to see tonight. This is what I want to see. We haven't seen Roman Reigns in a minute, right? Ooh, Dragon Drift away. We haven't seen Roman Reigns in a minute. I feel like it's about time that Roman Reigns comes back. And I think it's going to be after the main event. I think this main event with LA Knight, I love LA Knight, by the way. LA Knight, John Cena, I think they might win. Or they might be about to win. There might be some garbage cheating that happens with Roman Reigns coming out. But then, I think the next title defense we see with Roman Reigns is going to be against The Rock, right? I think it only makes sense that The Rock has to be the only remaining, legend to come back that could strip the title off of Roman Reigns. If The Rock doesn't do it, like, who else could they possibly have beat Roman Reigns and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense? Like, he's beaten John Cena, he's beaten everybody. Brock Lesnar he beat like 3 times or whatever now. He's beaten literally everybody. While Violet says Roman Reigns doing the thing he said he wouldn't do, like Brock Lesnar. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Roman Reigns has beaten everybody by this point. Like, every, like, iconic superstar. That it's like, if any random scrub comes up now and somehow beats Roman Reigns, it's going to be unbelievable. It's like, how many days? Like over 1,000 days that he's been the champion? He can't just drop it to some idiot. He has to drop it. And they just kept upping the ante on it to the point where it's like now the only remaining superstar that I can think of that would even remotely, in my mind, have a chance of drawing the kind of numbers that would be necessary to have Roman Reigns drop the title is The Rock. It has to be The Rock. And on top of that, it has the storyline embedded in it, cousin, head of the table, all of that bloodline BS. Like, all of that could come into play. And, with The Rock, he comes in and says, I'm the head of the table. I was here first. I'm the head of the table. I'm the head of the bloodline. I'm the tribal chief. You know what I mean? Like, it all makes sense. The stage is perfectly set. It's just a matter of when it happens. And if WWE doesn't do it that way, quite frankly, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. Because, like, if they drop it, if Roman drops the title to some scrub who they're just trying to put over, like, that's going to be so dumb, dude. I'm going to hate that so much. Just because look at the caliber of wrestlers that he's already put down. That's all I'm saying. He's put down every caliber of wrestler already. The highest caliber of wrestlers. Wild Violet says, I think Seth could dethrone him. I feel like you're just saying that because Seth is your favorite, though. Because I don't know. Like, I think... Hasn't he already... I think he's already beaten Seth Rollins, right? Didn't he already have a title defense against Seth Rollins? I feel like it's got to be somebody new. I feel like it's got to be somebody that he hasn't faced off with yet. And I feel like that is like a WrestleMania moment. You know what I mean? Like Roman Reigns dropping the title to the People's Champion, The Rock. I feel like that just makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a massive, one of the biggest main events in recent WrestleMania memory for me. Joshua said something about AJ Styles. Hold on, let me get away from these, like, winding roads. Okay, that works. 5th place, not too bad. Joshua says, I think we are getting warm in the range. And AJ Styles at Crown Jewel. You think it's gonna be AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel? Is Crown Jewel the next pay-per-view after Fastlane tonight? I only keep up with them, like, on a month-to-month basis, I'll be honest. Other than WrestleMania, of course, and, like, those ones. I don't know. Yeah, so AJ Styles definitely has something going on. I was kind of stoked to see AJ Styles tag with John Cena. And I think that would have been a better pull than him and LA Knight. But LA Knight's on the come up. I'm not mad at it. I love LA Knight. I love John Cena. So seeing them tag together is... I'm stoked for it. I thought it was going to be The Rock and John Cena, I'll be honest. But I think what could happen... And I'm not saying this is going to happen by any means. But I think what could happen, which I would love to see, and I think it would be very entertaining. I think John Cena... Or, sorry. I think The Rock takes the title from Roman Reigns, right? At some point. And then WrestleMania comes, right? WrestleMania comes. The Rock is the champion. The Rock faces off with John Cena one last time as a main event at WrestleMania, right? and then maybe we see somehow because they're both part timers. They're not going to stay. But we see John Cena pick up his 17th championship just to solidify him as the greatest of all time, because they've been really toting that tagline. It's like every time John Cena comes on screen, they're like, "It's the greatest of all time, John Cena. Here he is, the greatest of all time, John Cena." And until they give him that 17th title and rank him higher than Ric Flair, he's never really going to be, technically speaking, the greatest of all time. You need some kind of qualifier for that. And I think that 17th title is going to be what the qualifier is. But with that said, and then I think Roman Reigns probably takes it back. So maybe a triple threat match or some kind of something happens where John Cena technically wins the title and hits that 17, but then Roman Reigns or somebody else gets the title back. Like maybe Senor Money in the Bank. Maybe Damian Priest. When's Money in the Bank? Is that before or after WrestleMania? I think that's after WrestleMania, right? So maybe Damian Priest holds the title until WrestleMania. It's John Cena versus The Rock. John Cena wins his 17th title. And then Damian Priest comes in, cashes in, and walks out with the title and becomes the full-time champion. I could see something like that happening, maybe. Oh, God. I didn't know what lap that was. I saw somebody in chat say, if John comes in 5th place this race, everybody has to hit the like button. I mean, everybody should be hitting the like button regardless. But, I feel like, it was funny because I was, like, about to cross the finish line, and I saw myself slip from 4th to 5th. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, just as I read that. But it wasn't the last lap. So, I also don't know if that was in reference to this race or the last race. But I feel like the odds of me coming in 5th place are pretty high. Maybe not now that I'm thinking about it. But, like, in general, I feel like right in the middle of the pack is where I tend to do most of my racing. There it is. Oh, no. Oh, darn. I did better than 5th place. I came in 4th place. My bullet bill failed me. It should have slowed down right at the end there and put me in 5th. Wild Violet says, Rock and John Cena are old now. Boring. I mean, yes and no. I mean, we've seen John Cena can still go. And I imagine The Rock can still go too. Like, do you see their, like, bodies? I mean, yes, they're older and maybe they can't do, like, backflips and stuff but they never really did either, right? They were like the big guys that I'm gonna go DK Summon again because I'm an idiot. Read the one above that. Oh, above what? Rock and John Cena? Oh, I see you. Nah, think about it. Old Shield brothers, and no, he didn't beat him. Seth won by disqualification, and he has the motives to throw Roman off more. Okay. I mean, you're not wrong, but I feel like the angle of the Shield brothers, that's already been done, right? They did that before the Bloodline and before that whole thing. That was already, like, very well done. Like, even when Dean Ambrose was still around, I think they did that, right? Before he switched over to AEW. I think a Shield reunion at some point would be pretty dope. If Jon Moxley came back from AEW as Dean Ambrose again. I feel like that would be cool. Especially since it's been so long. Like, I'm usually not a big person for WWE, like, returns and whatever. But I feel like that would be a fun one. But it has to be, like, whenever this whole Bloodline thing ends. It wouldn't make sense in the current context of the storyline. The Bloodline has to go down. Like, that whole tribal chief story has to end before that would ever happen, I think. Unless it was, like, it'd be cool if Roman Reigns was at the top of his game or something, and then Dean Ambrose just came back in order to cheat for Seth Rollins. That might be, or not even cheat, but just as a distraction. Not cheating, because I'm over the cheating thing. That's a dumb angle, and I'm tired of it. But you know what I mean? Like, or even if it was like a handicap match, that would be dope. Like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns or something like that. Or even like a handicap match in the other direction. Like, or even just a regular tag team. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. It'll never happen, or at least not for a long time, I'm sure. Pretty sure Jon Moxley's contract on AEW is probably pretty valuable. And not likely to expire. But then again, who knows? Because you look at Edge. Edge just ended up on AEW recently, and they just... WWE just worshipped that guy. Just wouldn't let him stop coming back. He just kept coming back. They're like, oh my god, it's Edge! It's like, we saw him a week ago. Calm down. There was never a question of whether or not... I mean, like, there was... for like 9 years or whatever. But then there wasn't. Once he made his comeback, his in-ring return, there was never a question of whether or not he was going to come back again. Alright. I can't say I'll ever come in first place. Have I ever come in first place on a live stream? I don't think I have. I had to like sneak up behind Rosalina trying to hit me with that bomb. Third place, not too shabby though. Not too shabby at all. Wild Vibes is, well, same as John and The Rock, but John is your favorite, so... Yeah, so, well, that's the thing. I feel like, I just feel like John Cena is going to eventually... Oh, Coconut Mall, for sure. I feel like John Cena eventually is going to get the 17th title. I think it'd be weird for him not to, especially the way they're toting him as the greatest of all time. And quite frankly, didn't... Well, Bob says, I think we were both biased. Yes, yeah, but the difference is, I don't really care if John Cena keeps the title or gets it off of Roman Reigns or, like, how it happens. I just want to see him eventually get that 17th title. And like you said, he's older. I think his time is running short. And I want to see him get it over Ric Flair because as a human being, as a member of society, John Cena is such a great person that I feel like he deserves it more. I think he deserves that accolade more than Ric Flair. Ric Flair is like a womanizing, old, pervy piece of garbage. Sorry, Ric Flair fans. But he's not a great person, from what I understand. And maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But, like, from what I understand, he's never been that great of a dude. Whereas John Cena is kind of the opposite of that. So, Sentinel, thank you so much for the super... what I forget what it's called. Super chat? Super chat. Yes, that's right. I don't even know what YouTube's lingo is myself. Oh no, we're gonna get coconut mauled. We did not get coconut mauled, but I appreciate the super chat nonetheless. I love Coconut Mall. Are you not a Coconut Mall fan? I mean, I do love this one too. That was a toss up. I love DK Summit. I like, what's the other one? Wario's, Power Plant, or whatever the heck it is. I like that one better. I love the courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where instead of doing laps, you just, like, have checkpoints in the course. It's like the downhill summit or whatever. I just love those kinds of courses. Bye, Luigi! I don't know if an animation ran for that super chat. It should have. But just know that I appreciate you if it didn't run. The animations are off the wall. I don't know how those work. Wild Violet says, I want to see Damian Priest more. That's what I was saying. I think, well, he is Mr. Money in the Bank right, or sorry, Senor Money in the Bank right now. So I feel like he could get the title. I wouldn't mind with a Damian Priest title run. I wouldn't. I just like, I don't know. I just don't believe. I don't believe he has the like the bona fides at this point, like the name appeal that would get him, you know, that would put him over Roman Reigns. Unless they did something stupid with it, which is just like they could have Roman Reigns in like the fight of his life against somebody else, like Seth Rollins, and then he still wins, but then Damian Priest comes out and beats a weak sauce version of Roman Reigns, and then, but I feel like that's just grounds for like a month later at the next pay-per-view, Roman Reigns is going to get it right back, and I don't want to see that. I want to see, if Damian Priest gets the title, I want to see him with a run. But I also don't, I feel like the more titles that the Judgment Day has, the more boring the rest of the programming gets, because all of the titles are in one place. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, if one superstar had literally all of the titles, is it worth watching any other matches? Not really. Third place, not bad. And I feel that way with the Judgment Day. Like, they hold all the gold, which I know that's the angle right now. But like, the more one faction has all the titles, the less I feel like I should care about any of the other the undercard matches. The Mushroom Gorge. Sentinel says everybody loves Coconut Mall. Coconut Mall is great. I'm bitter that we didn't get Coconut Mauled. I'm trying to think. What are the other undercard matches though? I know John Cena and LA Knight against Solo Sikoa and one of the Usos. I never remember which one's which. Especially now that they're separate. It was easy when I was like, yeah, I love the Usos. Now it's like, Jimmy is the one that's a jerk? Or is Jay the jerk? But they're both kind of still jerky, right? But they're different? But they're the same. It's like, I don't know. At least Solo Sikoa had the courtesy to have a totally different name. Wild Wild says, oh my god, John, I watched this News for Wrestling YouTube channel, and I'm seeing Matt Riddle versus Jake Paul. Versus Jake Paul? Jake Paul wrestles? Wait, is Jake Paul on AEW? No, he's a boxer, right? He doesn't wrestle yet. Oh, Matt Riddle's gonna box? That'd be interesting. It's weird, but it'd be interesting. Come on, get him. Somebody get somebody. One of my shells get... No, my shell got me! Yeah, at least get that inkling. I'm trying to think of... Yeah, but also, that release was wild. It wasn't just Matt Riddle. Dolph Ziggler. I feel like that's the big one, right? Well, that says, remember, Matt Riddle has UFC background. I forgot about that, yeah. Was that whole storyline with his feet being weird or broken or whatever, was that a real thing, like a real medical condition he has? Or was that just a really dumb storyline that they never talked about after that? Are you kidding me? Do you remember that? When Matt Riddle first came on on the scene. They were like, oh yeah, he comes out barefoot because he has like broken feet or something like that. He fell out of a tree as a kid and shattered his toe bones, and now he just is in excruciating pain all the time. And I don't know if that was a real thing or if they just completely made that up or... Oh crap. Blew myself up with my own bomb. Oh, I missed it. Cool. Well, Vaz says I'm a BRB and look into this. Yeah, go for it. I'd be interested to know. But also, like, Dolph Ziggler. That was the one I was going to say. Dolph Ziggler being released. I feel like that's a wild one, right? Because Dolph Ziggler's been around for a minute. And it wasn't even just like, oh, his contract expired and AEW snatched him up or something like Edge. Like, he's been around for a minute. And, like, been for a while. He was, like, a top guy. Like, he was borderline on his way, I would say, to becoming, like, a Hall of Famer. And then to just get released? Wild. Like, Matt Riddle, he's great and all. But he hasn't been around that long. Or at least in comparison. Dolph Ziggler, I feel like, was the big news from that session of releases. What were the female superstars? The women's superstars that were released. I'm glad Tegan Nox is getting a shot. I feel like she got pulled up to the main roster and then just never fought and then just got released because they just didn't want to do anything with her. Like, why bring her up? That's stupid. I feel like they do that too much. But there were a couple of female... Aaliyah got released, who, like, fought once, I think. I mean, she had a little bit of a thing going. I think she was a tag team partner with Raquel for a minute? I don't remember. She tagged with somebody. It didn't really go anywhere, and then she got released, so there's that. But there was somebody else, some other women superstar that I kind of enjoyed. Oh, Emma and Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss, I thought his whole Madcap character was dumb. But, I remember the Emma one was, like, kind of painful, because she was, like, literally the morning before, she tweeted something that was like, I'm so excited that WWE is finally coming back to my home country of Australia for this upcoming pay-per-view. And then, like, an hour or two later, she was like, never mind, I just got fired. And it was like, what is happening? Like, I don't know if she saw, like, the writing on the wall and was trying to be cheeky about it or what the deal was, but, like, that hurt my soul, just, like, that whole thing. I was like, oh, that did not age well at all. But I liked Emma, but yeah, it was another one of those where, like, they brought her up and they made a big deal out of her and they just did nothing with her. And imagine, like, that's the one thing that's super weird about pro wrestling, but, like, WWE especially, it seems, that, like, imagine you were hired to do a job, and you think in your head, like, as long as I do what my boss tells me to do, and do it well, or to the best of my ability, there's no chance of me being fired, right? That's illogical. And then, so you get hired, and you're super stoked to be there and everything, and then your boss just, like, never assigns you any work to do, and then just eventually, like, a year later, just fires you. And it's like, you just didn't do any work. So we're firing you. And it was like, you never assigned me any work to do. And I feel like that's what WWE has been doing so frequently. They hire these superstars and they're like, big things. We have big things planned. Bullet Bill versus Bullet Bill. We have these big things planned for this superstar. And then they just literally don't write them any stories. And they're like, yeah, we'll get around to you eventually. And then they drop them as if, like, they did something wrong. When in reality, it was just like, we suck and we don't know, we can't come up with a creative angle for you. We hired you so somebody else wouldn't. But now we don't have anything creative for you to do, so we're just going to fire you now. And it's like, it makes you feel for the wrestlers. Because it's like, what the heck, dude? Like, it's not even like they're doing anything wrong. It's just like WWE is doing them wrong. Like, I love Liv Morgan. She's, like, one of my favorites. And, like, I mean, WWE has been doing her dirty for how long now? Stupid stories, non-existent stories, rebranding her. I liked her in the Riot Squad. That was cool. That was shortly lived. Super in live chat says, hi, I'm new. Welcome. Oh, jeez. SD70 Ace 4849. Yo, what up, my dudes? Hello, welcome. We're talking WWE at the moment, wrestling. And we're playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, obviously. I'm gonna vote for Moo Moo Meadows on this one. Wildvout says, hey, I'm back. It's either gonna be boxing or MMA, not sure. They said it's up to Jake Paul right now. Okay, so Jake Paul and Matt Riddle is a real thing. Interesting, okay. And then, yeah, I'm sad for the people who never got pushed, who have potential and don't get a chance. Emma was on Total Divas, too. Yeah, I mean, Emma was like a legit superstar kind of a little while back, right? Not a legitimate superstar, but I mean, they used her. So when they brought her back, it was kind of a big thing. Because she was recognizable. But then, like, what was she? She was on an indie circuit at, what was she, Tennille Dashwood or something like that? Like, she was still wrestling between her stints with WWE, I think. Wild Violet says Austin Theory, too. He was on the top. So they're kind of bringing him back. But also, like, can we talk about Austin Theory and how weirdly huge he got? He was a scrawny little punk when they first brought him up. And that was kind of his angle, taking selfies and whatnot. When they first brought him up from NXT, he was a scrawny dude. And now he is massive. Like, the roids in that man is incredible. Like, they juiced him up. I mean, I'm sure he juiced himself up, let's be real. But, like, talk about, like, somebody who's just, like, so obviously on steroids. And, like, an unattainable body type. Like, that dude went from scrawny, probably having, like, a realistic body size and shape, to just being the most roided out dude I have ever seen. And it happened, like, it felt like it happened overnight. Super in live chat says, can I join this game somehow? Yeah, so my friend code, I'm not totally sure how. I think you can join up on me if you become my friend on Switch Online. My friend code is in the video description of this stream. So feel free to send me a friend code or a friend request here on Switch Online. And then just like anybody who's doing that, let me know. Oh god, I tried to scratch my nose and then didn't realize there was a corner. I'm just gonna use that quick so I could scratch my nose in peace. Just let me know in live chat when you send me a friend request, so I know to jump out next time I'm on a matchmaking screen and accept the friend requests, so you guys can jump in. And I think that's how that goes. If we're friends, you can just join up on me. I think that's how that goes. I don't know. Other people seem to be joining up on me, so I think that's how that works. I have no clue why I just threw that green shell. It's kind of a waste, but it is what it is. But yeah, I've never really been a fan of Matt Riddle. Or not Matt Riddle. Austin Theory. He's alright. Anytime, a recurring storyline, especially like for the past several years since he has been a part-timer, a recurring storyline in WWE is every time they're trying to boost up some new up-and-comer, they have them beat John Cena to make it look like they're like doing something well. But John Cena hasn't actually won a match in like, I don't know, like 5 years or something. So it's like, yeah, they say he's the greatest of all time, but he hasn't won a match in so long that is it really even impressive when somebody beats him now? Like Austin Theory beat John Cena, and they're like, oh my god, Austin Theory is the next big name. He just beat the greatest of all time. So has everybody in the past 5 years. That's a stupid storyline. It's overdone. Move on. Naminsky, hello. Joshua says, I feel so bad for Emma. She should be in book more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She should have been booked more for WWE. It's wild that she was underutilized the way she was. That's why, like, I was happy to see Tegan Nox come back, because they literally brought her up, and I liked her on NXT, and they brought her up, and then it's just like, oh, it's cool, like, okay, fresh face in the women's division, let's go. And then they literally did not touch her for like a year, and then just released her. And it was like, are you kidding me, dude? We are tired of Charlotte Flair. We don't want to see that anymore. We get it. She's Charlotte Flair. We get it. We get it. We're over it. We get it. We're over it. And I guess the same could be said about Becky Lynch. But I feel like Becky Lynch has had some interesting storylines. Whereas Charlotte Flair, at least over the past couple of years, just kind of hasn't. She's just the queen. She's just the greatest. She's just main event, you know, Charlotte Flair, never loses at WrestleMania, that kind of... We get it. We've heard it before. And I can't really say that in good faith, because John Cena is similar in that way. Like, he's kind of had the same storyline for forever. But Naminsky says the room is full. Oh, I mean, I would say keep up on it. I imagine people drop out after each race, right? Keep on pressing forward. Keep on keeping on. Wildbot says, let's talk about Alexa Bliss. I love Alexa Bliss. She's also one of my favorites. But her characters are always great. And I feel like she'll be back. I mean, I wasn't a big fan. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. I freaking loved Bray Wyatt. Loved him to death. He was one of my favorite characters, honestly. I wasn't a fan of Alexa Bliss's, like, fiend character, you know, that she was doing. I wasn't a fan of that as much. I thought her as, like, what was she before? What was her character? The, not the princess. The goddess. The goddess character. I loved her. Like, I love her as a heel. I thought the whole Fiend angle was kind of lame for her. I felt like there could have been, and maybe there was more to it, and it just never got developed, or I don't know what the deal was. But I just wasn't here for it. But I'm hopeful that she's going to come back after having her baby. And she's going to be like that classic Alexa Bliss heel. You know what I mean? Like that classic, like, you love to hate her kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Nothing supernatural, nothing goofy, just a regular biatch who, like, you love to hate. You know what I mean? Like, I dug that character for her. I thought she was so good in that role. And admittedly, I kind of dug her and Braun Strowman, Team Little Big, during, like, the mixed tag team, whatever that was, tournament, whatever it was. I kind of dug that tag team, too. Team Little Big, I thought that was fun. And I love Braun Strowman, too, so those two together was just fun, because she's, like, 4 feet tall or something, and he's, like, massive. Fun story about, I don't know if I ever told this, I was at a convention that Braun Strowman was at, right? And I was, like, looking at some, like, vendor merch, like, some artist, and I was looking through their wares, and I heard this voice from behind me. It was my wife and I who were, like, looking there, and we hear this voice from behind us. It was, like, behind us and up, and it was like, hey, how are you? Right? Like, this deep, we were just like, oh my God. Like, the kind of voice that, like, literally is like, oh my God, there is a monster of a man behind me. And the guy was, and the vendor was like, can I help you find anything? And he's like, no, I'm just looking. Thanks, though. And I was like, why do I know that voice? And then, like, I turned back, and just behind me, there goes Braun Strowman, right? And I'm just, I look back at the vendor, I was like, was that Braun Strowman right behind me? And he goes, yeah, that was Braun Strowman. And I was like, oh my God. Braun Strowman was literally just like looking over my shoulder half a second ago. He's such a, apparently he seems like such a nice guy, but like, and this was just before his in-ring return with WWE, right? Like, as well. I think he was released again. I don't know what the deal is. But this was just before he made his return after being released during the pandemic. And and he was doing this event, and he was like selling a hot sauce his own hot sauce brand. I think it was hot sauce. I almost bought some of his hot sauce, to be honest, and I might still, in hindsight, but if he's still doing it. But I think he has his own hot sauce brand, and I almost bought some of that. But yeah, it was just like, it was a weird incident. It was super cool, but it was a weird incident. Alright, Joshua says I sent you a friend request. Okay, so as soon as I'm in matchmaking, I'll accept all friend requests. So anybody who is planning on sending me a friend request, now would be a great time to do it, so I can try to accept them all before the next race starts. Yeah, where was I going with that? Oh, that was just a mention of Alexa Bliss. Yeah, no, Alexa Bliss is also one of my favorites. I mean, you see the mural that I built on my, in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I think it's John Cena, The Rock, Alexa Bliss, and Liv Morgan. Those are my 4 that I have on my big ol' WWE mural that I built in New Horizons. Wild Violet in live chat says, I think the Fiend angle showed that she had more potential than just, potential for more. Yeah, I agree. I can agree with that. Like, I don't think she did a bad job. I just didn't really dig the character. I think she did a good job at it. I was a little bit turned off by it, and I'll say, because I felt it, I don't know. I felt like it was like she has, I don't know how to put this in a way that's like not weird. And maybe this is why they did it, but I feel like she's always been, like, her ring attire has always been pretty revealing, I want to say. And then they put her in like a schoolgirl kind of outfit, and I got some kind of weird heebie-jeebies off that for a minute. Like, it wasn't, I don't know. Eventually I got past that, but it was just like very weird. Like, they made her into like this little girl character, and I was like, that's a weird turn. I don't know. But maybe that was just me. Maybe it was just, Joshua says I love babyface Alexa Bliss. Alright, so what's your favorite? Okay, so Joshua also said Alexa Bliss needs to stop being in the dark gimmick. It's overused. Well, see, I also feel like, oh, Mr. Krabs, hello. Hello, Mr. Krabs. Boyo, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Oh, let me go. I don't even know if I voted for one there. I think I did. Oh my god, I have 6. This is, oh god. Okay, so Mr. Krabs is in here. Let me try to accept all these. I'm gonna get into this race like halfway through the race. Oh, it's gonna take a minute too. Come on, let's go. Be better. I hope it doesn't kick me for inactivity. Wildblood says Braun Strowman is an amazing actor. He is so genuine as well. I agree. Yeah. So I think holy crap, dude. This is the longest one yet. Okay, so I'm going to go back into Mario Kart. Oh my god, just in time. I'm going to accept the rest of the friend requests. I forgot to accept those. I'm sorry. I accepted 2. The other ones are going to have to be a second. Mr. Krabs says, can I make song suggestions? Just like songs I should listen to? Or we should all listen to? Sure. I was gonna say, I don't play music on my streams generally, because I don't want to get copyright pings or anything, but I'm absolutely down for recommendations of new music. But I saw Bray Wyatt. I feel like The Fiend has to go away. I feel like that was a masterpiece by Bray Wyatt, and I feel like anybody else taking up the reins of anything that Bray Wyatt did, like, I feel like the Wyatt family is done. You know what I mean? Like, with Eric Rowan being the only one left alive, which is pretty wild to think about. Like, I loved the Wyatt family. But Luke Harper gone, Bray Wyatt gone. I feel like they just need to let that be what it was. And just love it for what it was and be happy that it happened. You know what I mean? One of those situations. And not try to regurgitate it with some kind of new thing. Like, leave Leave Sister Abigail alone. Leave the Fiend alone. Leave the, what was the one? With the Fiend, the, Playtime, or the Fun House, the Firefly Fun House. Just let that be what it was. And, let it be, like, an iconic part of WWE history, and just, you know. Braun Strowman's still alive, too. Yeah, was he was part of the Wyatt family, right? It was Eric Rowan, Luke Harper. I always thought that Strowman was part of it, but I always forgot. Was he just, like, the first one to break away from it? And so that's why I'm thinking there were only 3 of them? Or what was the deal with that? We never knew who Sister Abigail was. That's true, but I feel like I said, I feel like that was such a masterpiece by Braun Strowman that I feel like it would just be disrespectful to have anyone else pick up the reins. You know what I mean? Like I don't think... I don't know if Strowman would care. Or not Strowman, sorry. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is what I meant. I don't know if Bray Wyatt would care. But... Mr. Krabs said... Yeah, I'll read the chats in just a second. I'm like... I only have the mental capacity while I'm racing to read, like, the most recent chat. So if there are multiple conversations going on at once, I miss half of it. So let me get into this matchmaking lobby where I'm going to accept friend requests and read chats. Alright, there we go. Don't worry, this music is not copyrighted. It's called Forgotten World from Friday Night Funkin'. Okay. You're a Friday Night Funkin' fan. Alright. I suck at rhythm games. Wait, hold on. Calamari Desert. Let me get my vote in. And let me go back and start accepting... Oh, my eye is... Are you sure Friday Night Funkin' soundtrack isn't copyrighted? I feel like it has to be. Braun Strowman, use the Black Sheep. Mainskin, is that how you pronounce that? Mainskin is the band I love. Or Maniskin. Oh my god, my eye is so itchy all of a sudden. Just going through and accepting all of these friend requests. I'm sorry if I blew anybody off earlier in the stream that's been trying to get in for a minute. Is that the last one? No. Gotta get these all in. Oh my god. Come on. Come on, dude. The last one? I think that was the last one. Okay, we're good. We're back in it. Oh, sweet. Not sweet. I wanted Calamari Desert. It's fine. Sandal says, Kesha is my favorite. Gonna see her next week. Really? She's still performing? Doesn't Kesha also have a paranormal investigation show? Which I forget the title of right off the top of my head. I'm like pretty sure... I think we talked about that. In fact, we definitely talked about this before. We definitely talked about this before in stream. Kesha's paranormal hunting show. Paranormal Activity with Kesha. Whatever it's called. Crypt Walking with Kesha. I'm trying to remember now though, like, the undercards for tonight. I know the main event. Somebody refresh my memory. Who all's fighting tonight? I know the other Uso who's not in the main event is fighting somebody. And then, I think Asuka versus Io Sky and some other third person, I think. Right? I think there's like a triple threat match for Io Sky's title. Or did Io Sky already drop the title to Asuka or somebody? I'm also not a fan of Asuka. I like Shinsuke Nakamura's new character. I was never a big fan of Shinsuke. I like his intro music because, like, it's a bop. But I was never a big fan of Shinsuke Nakamura. Rick Boogs, I'm gonna miss Rick Boogs. They underutilized him too. But I loved when he came out with Shinsuke Nakamura. He's like, I'm Rick Boogs. I don't know, just the stupid gimmicks like that get me. That's why I like LA Knight so much. I just love the, yeah. I just, like, my wife and I constantly just run around just like, yeah. It's so stupid, but I love it. But yeah. Let me see. Let me jump back in here. Wildbot says, main skin makes me feel better since it's rock and not like the stuff these days. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I voted for that. I wish I would have voted for random. I have not seen the Animal Crossing course, and I really wanted that before the end here. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Main skin? Wildbot says, Shinsuke, another guy they ruined. He should have won that title off AJ Styles. Sendel says, okay, I think 20 crowns is enough. I'm gonna go get some canes now. You started talking about hot sauce, and my mouth started watering, but I'll still be here. Okay. 20 crowns. Did you really win 20 times in a row? I believe it, but holy crap. Wild Vibes says you're saying it. Well, I asked you how to... What's the correct pronunciation of that band's name? Maneskin? Mainskin? Maneskin? Monoskin? You got that little dot over the I that I don't know... Or over the A. That I don't know how to correctly pronounce that. Mr. Krabs says the music from Friday Night Funkin' is not copyrighted. Interesting. I thought most game music would be copyrighted. Oh, you answered, but I didn't read? Now I have to find that. Oh my god. I gotta scroll up and find it now. Okay. I'll do that during the next intermission as well. Or the next matchmaking lobby. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Oh no, dude. I just ran right off the road and blew my second place spot. I was in second place. Remember that. Now I'm in 7th. Because I'm terrible. I think when I'm not paying attention to my placement, I do better. I think maybe that's the strat. Just not paying attention. Just focusing on the road. Focus on the road. There's nothing but the road. Focus on the road. There is nothing but the road. And live chat. There's nothing but the road and live chat. I know I'm gonna... What just happened? Crap. This is like the... Crap. This is like the course I think of. When I think of Mario Kart 8. Just because of the way it winds. It winds in like that figure 8 shape. No! No, dude! Swerved off the road. At least nobody passed me, I don't think. 4th isn't bad. Okay, I said second one, but it's too late to remember. What? It's Danish because the bass guitarist is half Danish, half Italian. They are all Italian, and it translates to moonlight. Okay, but wait, how... Oh, second one. What is it? Maneskin? Random. I want Animal Crossing, dude. Give me Animal Crossing. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we got Jay and Cody versus the Judgment Day for the Tag Team Championships. That's right. So it's Manskin. Manskin or Manaskin? Is there something in the middle? Is there the in the middle? Or is it just Manskin? Like the skin of a man. Or say the A deeply. Deeply? Manskin. Or is it like Monaskin? Monskin? What do you mean deeply? I need better clarification than this. Sentinel says, I'm so excited for Mario Wonder. My inner child is gonna heal so much. Can't decide to buy it with one of those Nintendo vouchers. What do you think about the vouchers, John? I think the vouchers are absolutely great. I think they're super. I just can't bring myself to buy them because I'm somebody who buys all my games in physical copies, and obviously that's not available in that regard. It's just for digital downloads, right? So I love the concept of it. I applaud it. And if I wasn't somebody who is like an avid physical game collector, I would definitely take advantage of it, obviously. But yeah. Mr. Krabs says, my game glitched. Hey, so I checked, and apparently Friday Night Funkin', my music is not copyrighted. I saw that. Yeah, you did get that. I did see that message. Yeah, interesting. I thought most game music would be copyrighted, like soundtracks and whatnot. Maybe I'm just thinking of Nintendo, who copyrights everything and then never releases it in regards to music. Plasmafy, welcome. Hello. Says love is love. Thank you. Agreed. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you were already in the stream. You might have already said something and I might have missed your message before. Sentinel says, I prefer the physical copy too, but I'm so dang impatient. I need to play at midnight release. You know what? There's actually a midnight release at a legitimate game store, like a physical game store, near me. They're doing a double release. I think it's Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2. I think they're releasing on the same day. So they're doing a midnight release party for both of them, which is pretty dope. So in theory, I could grab it and also play at midnight, but they picked me, but not the course that I was hoping for. Wild Violet says, okay, John, you ready for these matches tonight? Absolutely. Hit me with them. I know of like 3 of them now. John Cena and LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. Okay, so it is Jimmy. So then Jay is the other one. Jay is the one that's tagging with Cody Rhodes then, right? The other Oos. Got the honorary Oos, and you got the other Oos. Also, nothing makes me happier when watching wrestling than when something so ridiculous and stupid is said, and like it forces like always serious characters to break character and laugh. When Sami Zayn, oh my god, are you kidding me? When Sami Zayn made that Oosie comment, like he's not feeling very Oosie, and Roman Reigns just started busting out laughing. That was just hysterical. I loved that. That made me so happy. And how everybody for the next like several weeks were just like, ooh, see. It was so fun. It's the unscripted parts of wrestling that are like the real fun parts, I feel. Hold up. I'll read all these matches in chat as soon as I finish this race. I'm doing like half decent at the moment, and I don't want to blow it. You jerk. You jerks. plural. No, not again, dude. Stop. Stop doing this to me, please. I can't handle it. No. No, no, no. Bad. Oh, okay, it's not the end. It wasn't the end. I thought that was the end. It's like, I don't want my last race for this stream to go out like that. We start blasting people. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm pissed. Just end the race. Just end the race already. Alright, fourth isn't bad, but it's only because Boo just ran off the track. Alright. Oh man, there are a lot of matches. Okay, hold up. I didn't even realize there were so many matches. Let me back out of this quick. So we got John Cena and LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. I'm excited for that one. Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. Okay. For the heavyweight championship, right? Io Sky versus Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. Oh yeah, I forgot Charlotte Flair was in there. I knew there was some third person, but I'm tired of Charlotte Flair, man. I don't know. She's like always in the title picture, and I'm not into it. Undisputed Tag Team Championship, Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. That'll be a fun match. It'll end in somebody cheating, and it'll be, stupid in the end, but sounds like a fun match at face value. On paper, it sounds fun. And LWO, Latino World Order. Wildfire says, I don't know who that is. It's Zelina Vega, Santos Escobar, Rey Mysterio, I think, is also in it now. I feel like there's another one, too. There has to be another. Yeah, third person. I forget. It's not. I mean, Zelina Vega is part of it, but there's another guy in it, I think. So if it's Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, that's 3 people. And then Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, and some other guy. I forget his name and who he is at the moment. But that's them. Okay. Wildfire says she's always... Yeah, Charlotte Flair's always in the title match. It's freaking annoying. Sentinel says, maiming Bowser is such a flex. Do you main... Oh, maiming or maining? I do main Bowser in Mario Kart. Literally, through my entire childhood, I have... as far as Smash goes, Smash I generally main Samus. And then sometimes I try to use... Zero Suit Samus, but Zero Suit Samus takes a lot more skill and finesse, and those are things that I just don't have in Super Smash Brothers. So typically, I just stick with Samus, so I can spam those missiles and long range attacks. I don't know if I've ever actually played as Bowser in Super Smash Brothers though, so maybe that's a thing I should try. Mr. Krabs 2344 says, please listen to it now. Is called, to remind you, Forgotten World. I will listen to that right now. However, I can't listen to it over the stream. I'll listen to it as soon as the stream is over. Because I have nothing set up that would actually have it part of the stream. So there's that. No maidens in live chat. Hello, welcome, and goodbye, because I'm ending the stream now. So can I play with you? Send me a friend request. Anybody who hasn't already... Let me just double check to make sure there are no new ones. If you send me a friend request, next time, so I stream every Saturday beginning at roughly 4 p.m. So if you send me a friend request, my Switch online code is in the description. Send me a friend request so you're ready to rock and roll. And then next Saturday or any stream you see me doing where I'm playing a game you want to play along, you can absolutely jump in and play along with me. But with that said, thank you so much to everybody who tuned in today. Oops, let me just back in there. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications for when I do live streams here on the channel, and when I upload new video content. I upload new video content every single weekday, Monday through Friday of every single week to my channel, so you don't want to miss out on any of that. Make sure to smash the like button on this live stream or this video on demand, depending on when you're watching it, and leave me a comment in the comment section below. But until next time, let me make sure everything is set up here. Until next time, I'm the Nintendo Beast. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.